Hi, I'm Azzy, welcome to my channel. Using the ScanNCut, I'm going to show you how to use the various buttons on the object edit screen. Using the rotation function in the ScanNCut, all the objects that are within there can be rotated. So if we go into patterns, go into basic shapes, you could use any of them, I'm just going into the basic shapes, go into the rectangle, set it to the mat, go into edit, object edit, and this is the rotation function. So tap on here. Let me just bring this to the center of the mat. So up here is the count for the degrees of how much you'll move the object either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So as we can see here, it's 90, 10 and 1 degrees, both anti-clockwise and clockwise. And what we can see is when it starts at 0 and you're counting clockwise, it will obviously go from 0 to 360, but if you go anti-clockwise, it's starting at 360 and counting backward. So if you take off 90, it'll go to 270. So say if you go clockwise, so it's saying 90 there, and it's just moving your object to 90 degrees or whatever degrees you want it to be. So let's say we do another 20 and then another 5. So we've moved it 115 degrees clockwise. But if we'd started at 0 and gone anti-clockwise, it would take 115 from 360. So if we go back first of all, so if we take off 5 and get back to where we started, take off 10 and another 10 and 90, so we're back to where we started. So now if we move this anti-clockwise, it will say 270 there, so that's at 270. If we took off another 90, it takes it down to 180 because it's counting backwards from 360. So that's how to use those buttons here. This arrow button here allows you to go 5 steps back. So if you're in the middle of doing this and you're sort of thinking, oh, I want to go back 1, or I need to remember 30 degrees or whatever degrees it might be, and you get called to do something or you get distracted by something for whatever reason, and when you come back you think, oh gosh, was it 20 degrees or whatever it might be, you can't remember. If you press this button here, this arrow, it will go back to the last one, but you can go back 5 steps. So that's 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it's gone back to going clockwise how we started. So that's the main use of the rotation, the basic use I should say, of the rotation function. There are other things that you can do with it, and primarily one of them is to make shaped base cards, which I'm just going to quickly go over now. So from here, if you go back to the main screen, so go into shapes, I'm going to go into here, and what shall we do? Let's use this dress. Pick up this dress, say OK and set it to the mat. So first of all we need another dress. So if you go into edit, object edit and duplicate, which is this button here, say +1, so we've got 2 dresses, say OK. We also want to mirror image this dress, and although a lot of the images look symmetrical, a lot of the time they aren't. So just to be certain without sort of having to do it and then do it again, just mirror image it. It just makes it exact. So here, if you just mirror image it, and then we want to rotate this 180 degrees so that the shoulders can sit on top of each other, so it can be a top folding card. So now if you go into rotation and rotate it 180 degrees, that's 90 and 90, and now we can see that's turned upside down to go on top of this dress here. So from here, if you go OK, say OK, go into the magnifying glass, go into 400. So what I like to do usually is put this object right into the top left of the mat. These two are lights are out, so I know that's exactly where that is. And the same with this one, but just to the left. So that light is out, so we know that they're lined up to the left. So now what I want to do is bring these two shoulder bits so that they sort of marry up on the edge of towards the shoulder there. Okay, so what we want to do now is just overlap them a little bit so that they can weld and become a card base. So if we take this bottom dress up by 2 nudges and take the top dress, highlight the top one and down by 2 nudges, and then say OK, go into select both items on the mat, say OK, object edit and weld, and say OK. And now we've got a base, a dress shaped base for our cards. If I just go into the magnifying glass, you'll be able to see that the shoulders have matched up, and also there isn't a line here so that it won't cut, so it won't be 2 pieces, it will just be one whole card. So you'll just score it there and fold it where the shoulders would be, and then it's a dress shaped card. I hope this information of how to use the rotation button has been of help. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.